Good morning and welcome to Philosophy Bites. I'm Ross Macmillan. Here is my rosary, just to keep me safe at the minute, particularly with the coronavirus. Hope you like it. It's my daughter's. I would just like to talk a little bit about a movie called Of Gods and Men that was made in 2010. I'll just read out, if you just go on www.imbdb.com, you can get it. The explanation of the video is: under threat by fundamentalist terrorists, a group of Trappist monks, they were French, stationed with an impoverished Algerian community, must decide whether to stay or leave. The monks lived in harmony with the Muslim community that was there. One of them was a doctor, so he was always busy having patients from the village. And unfortunately, there were some extremists who started rebelling. And one of the saddest things that they did was there were some foreign workers, Croatians, who were working in Algeria, and they murdered them because they were foreigners, infidels maybe, I don't know why exactly. And at Christmas time one year, the extremist soldiers, with quite a charismatic leader, took one of their injured soldiers to the monks, and they said, "Oh, we need you to look out after him and see how he's getting on." And the abbot of the monastery came out and he said, "Please remember that we are celebrating Jesus' birthday. We're celebrating the Prince of Peace," and the Muslim extremist is actually quite moved by that. He seems as if he's got a good heart as well. Not everybody's bad, you know. He doesn't appear in the rest of the film though. So the monks then worry. They're told by the government that they should leave and go back to France because it's not safe in the monastery for them anymore. So the monks are having a big discussion about this, and they talk to people from the village about it. And one of the people from the village talks about the difference between birds and a tree, and he actually says, "You monks are like the branch on a tree, the foundation of that keeps us going, keeps the village going, because it's a very poor village." And the monks are very moved by that. So they're having a big discussion with the other monks. And one of the monks says that he's frightened of dying and he wants to leave. And the doctor monk says to him, "To leave is to die. To leave is to die." So it makes me think of the principle, to not follow the principles of Jesus that they've been taught. Even in a dark situation like that, you're supposed to show unconditional love. And Jesus said, anybody who does not pick up the cross and follow me cannot be my disciple. And the monks make the decision to stay. But what they said at the discussion, they said, we don't want to be martyrs. We don't want to put ourselves deliberately in harm's way. So if anybody turns up at the monastery, we'll hide as best we can. So later on, the extremists break into the monastery and start rounding up the monks. One of them hid under his bed, and they never caught him. They didn't see him. So that was great, at least. But the rest of them were taken off into the mountains, and they were never seen again. Apart from later on, when their decapitated heads were sent back. So we are thinking about the idea that the church, as my deacon said, is built on the blood of martyrs. The church is built on the blood of martyrs who have been prepared to put their faith before personal safety. They were so committed, these monks, to what they believed in, to help the people in the village and to be spiritual, that they were willing to sacrifice themselves for their faith and for another faith. So it makes me think about the multi-faith world that we live in today. We have these Muslims and Christians living in harmony together. The monks were experts in the Quran as well as in the Bible, so they were able to discuss the Quran with the villagers. And as I said, the doctor was there. He had hundreds of patients. So to me, it's an awe-inspiring story. It's a French film. It doesn't matter. It's subtitles, but so what? Watch the subtitles. Really good for your A-level students, particularly to think about the Irenaean theodicy. Very, very moving, very, very powerful. I hope you've enjoyed this brief Philosophy Bites presentation. If you like it, obviously post a like or subscribe to the channel. There'll be lots more to come. Bye.